Hey YouTube, what's up? And today I'll be showing you Twittelator Pro for the iPhone and iPod Touch. And it happens to be one of the best Twitterific or Twitter applications for the iPhone I think there is. But there is some quirks, and I'll go on and kind of show you a little bit about it. It's this egg icon right here, and you tap it, and egg shows up. And here comes my first problem with the application. Whenever it first launches, you cannot go through your tweets. But then once it loads up for a little bit, then you can move. So that's that's kind of a bummer, but, this app has so many features that all the bugs and kind of mess-ups almost outweigh all those, because it really has some really great features. And there's no possible way that I can go through all of them in the video, but I will try to put a link in the description for a list of more features and maybe a link to Big Stone Phone software. But anyway, let's start by sending a tweet. If you tap the compose button up here, you get a pretty standard tweet menu here. Or not a tweet menu, but a sending tweet area. And, you just basically type out your tweet. Oops. Anyway, you type out your tweet and you send it. But what's really cool is this app also goes in landscape, so you can type out your tweets in landscape fairly easily. And, even though you can only put 140 characters in a tweet, it's kind of nice to be able to have this option. Also, what's next, you can also put emojis and emoticons and icons within the application. So you just basically swipe through these. And there are hundreds of them in this application. So it's really nice to have all these emojis in here. It's very nice. Anyway, the next thing I'll talk about is the media. There are lots of options, and the big thing that makes this app shine is the record video function. If you have an iPhone 3GS, you can only do this with the 3GS, but it's just no other Twitter application for the iPhone that I know of does video. So that's a really awesome feature, and you just tap and record. And anyway, here comes with the next bug with this application, is whenever you get out of media and you still have your phone orientated to landscape, you have this problem. And what's funny is the app is still fully functional, so I can type and send a tweet, even though the keyboard's in portrait and the actual layout is in landscape. But there is a way to fix it. You go back into portrait and back into landscape. So that is kind of a bummer. There are so many features in here that I can't even begin to show you. But I'll start by showing you to send a tweet. Hello. Oops. Hello. Hang on. I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't type looking sideways. But I put hello world. I love Twitter. Kind of hard to see on the video. But there it is. And then you get some really cool options. You get this button down here in the lower left-hand corner of the app. And if you hit it, it shortens stuff. It shortens out your words. So instead of LUVE, it takes the E off. It just shortens your tweet overall. So if you've got YOU, it shortens it to the letter U. It's really nice to have that, even though I kind of like to type out everything. But that's just my style. I'll hit cancel here, and you get all kinds of options. You can save it and tweet it later, which is really nice. But I'm going to hit don't save. And then that is, and then you can go through and read your tweets here. And actually, I'll go back to the tweet area here, and I'll put hello world. And then I'll send this here. And then I'll send a tweet. But then notice it doesn't show up in your tweets area. Well, it did kind of there, but usually it doesn't. Maybe they fixed that with their Twitter API. But usually it doesn't show up there. Well, and then that's another feature there is how do you get the information of the person. You can't double and triple tap on it. So what you do is you tap on their name, and you can reply, retweet, private message them, I guess is what that is. email a tweet, favorite a tweet, Instapaper if there's a link in it, copy a tweet, there's just all kinds of stuff you can do. You can also look at their profile, and what's really cool is you can even tap the location and load up the new 3.0 feature of the map and find them on a map. And it actually takes a moment, which kind of stinks. There they are, Oakland, California. And you can go in hybrid or satellite. It's really nice to have. But this app has so many features. And I would like to thank Big Stone Phone for sending this over to me. But you've also got your mentions down here. This is how you navigate, is with the bar down here in the bottom. You've got your mentions, your messages, your settings, and your more section. More just gets you to all this stuff. Your logs, you can set up multiple accounts, profiles, messages, subgroups, trends. Everything is in this app that you can just about do on the Twitter website. Maybe a little bit more. And it keeps going in settings. You can, go to Instapaper. You can put in a bookmarklet like I just did on accident. There's just so many features in this app, and I'll show you again here where you can't move until it started loading, and you just gotta wait. And now you can move because it started loading. It's just kind of annoying, but anyway, now I'll show you Twitterific Pro, or Twitterific. And to be completely honest, if Twitterific had all the features that Twittelator Pro had, I would completely go with Twitterific 110% of the way. Because I just kind of like the layout of Twitterific. I'll show you here where you can scroll while you're in the application before it's even started loading. It has so many, it doesn't have near as many features as Twittelator Pro, but unless you are a pure, hardcore Twitter user, not like me, then you would be perfectly fine with Twitterific, especially because it's free. But now, if you tweet multiple times a day, you read tweets, you are huge on YouTube, unlike me, then I would 110% recommend this app. Yeah, I believe it costs $5 in the App Store, and it looks like we've got a Twitter API error. It says servers failed. Servers are overloaded. Please try again in a bit. Okay, well, we've had problems. Obviously, we've got a problem. And Twitterific never had that problem. I get confused, okay? But anyway, if you are a hardcore Twitter user, I definitely recommend Twittelator Pro for the iPhone and iPod Touch. But if you are just a regular Twitter user, you're not hardcore like me, you just tweet off and on, and you mostly read your tweets, you will be perfectly happy with Twittelator or Twitterific. So, I guess that's your pick, but my personal preference is Twitterific. Thank you, YouTube. You have a great day. See you later.